So for those of you who've been asking for the natural hair dye solution, this is it. So this is how I keep my hair black and vibrant, by using henna and indigo leaves in the powder form. What you see I'm doing here is applying some shea butter to my skin, my hairline, so that the color would not stain my skin. So I would mix the henna and indigo leaf powder with some water, mix it into a creamy paste-like texture, and apply it all over my hair. I repeat the process with the indigo powder. So here I'm doing the henna, and I repeat the process after rinsing the henna out with the indigo powder, and cover it with a plastic cap, let it sit for 2 hours, and voila. It's nice and black and well coated and strengthened at the same time. Henna has been the foundation of my no harsh chemicals, only natural ingredients hair growth journey. And it has been a real game changer for my hair. And guys, we're not even talking about my rev air yet. That is a whole new subject by itself. Man, this thing, whoever created this thing did a wonderful job. It suctions the water out your hair. It does not give you any breakage or cause any damage to your hair. It really does a wonderful job. It has 3 modes, which is warm air suction, cool air suction, and it has heat air suction. I've never used the heat suction because I quit using heat on my hair a long time ago. But the warm air suction and even the cool air suction does a similar job. I believe the reason why this Rev Air Dryer is so great and such a game changer is because of the suctioning of the water. It's like a vacuum. It just sucks the water out of the hair, and for me, that is what I love about it. It's not like the standard blow dryer is just blowing heat on your hair strands, frying the hair strands with heat, causing damage and breakage. I think this is a beautiful concept, and this is why I love it. I love the fact that it has the concept of suctioning. You know, I like the fact that it just suctions the water out of the hair. And I think this was a real unique piece of equipment created and highly appreciated. I know not just by me, because I've seen a lot of reviews where women talk about the Rev Air and 5-star it because it is working really well for them. No heat damage, no breakage, and hence the reason I was inspired to try it. Something happened to it, I'm going to buy another one because it does the job for me with keeping my hair in a safe place. It is a bit expensive. Paid like $400 and something US for it, so I know it might be a bit pricey for some people, but once you could afford it, it will be a game changer for your hair and everything concerning your hair when it comes to washing and drying your hair. So I'm all done now, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, my hair is nice and thick. Some parts is not fully dry because I am using the cool to warm air suction, so you know it takes some time, and sometimes I'm not leaving it the time I'm supposed to leave it to suction, you know, like about a minute or so. And sometimes I'll reach like 30 seconds and, you know, take it out. And sometimes because of that, it's not fully dried, so I'm going over the top where I feel like it didn't dry properly. I just go over that spot again and it dries. There is the results now. As you can see, very luscious and thick and more black. I used to suffer from dandruff a lot and dry itchy scalp, and since my husband advised me to start using henna to dye my hair in black or to maintain my hair black luster color, I noticed my dandruff disappeared. And he also advised me to quit using shampoo and start washing my hair with red and white clay. And since I started doing those things, the dandruff completely disappeared. And my hair is in a much healthier state now. I always use my shea mix down. In a previous video I did with my husband, we had a mix down shea. We had a shea mix applying to the hair, and at the time it was not available for sale, but I've received a lot of messages from the video itself in the comments saying that they would like to purchase it. So we decided to make it available for you. So what we did is we put it in a jar instead of a bottle. So what you can do, instead of having to put a bottle in the microwave or having to constantly put it in the pot to heat it up, you can just simply open it, dip into it as your grease, and apply it. I like to use it this way because I apply it as a grease. We were telling you guys, you can make it from home. You could purchase the unrefined raw shea butter, apply the tea tree oil and all the other ingredients we mentioned in it, and make it at home and apply it to your hair. But we received a lot of messages asking if y'all can just purchase it from us. So what we did was made it available in the jar instead of the bottle, which I applied to my hair, to the ends, to the strands. Instead of having to melt it down all the time, you could just open the jar and dip into it and use it. This is how I use it most of the times because I don't have the time to always be warming up shea butter mix. Okay, so I would dip into it and I would apply it to my hair. Using the yellow shea butter for your hair is very important. With mine, I infuse it with unrefined castor oil, African black castor oil, raw aloe vera, neem oil, tea tree oil, lavender oil, and much more ingredients I add in mine. Right now, it wasn't available for you guys before because it was our personal mix for our hair. It is my personal mix for my hair. So as you guys been asking for us to provide it for you in the previous video we made, we decided to put it together and make it available for you on our shelves. Guys, the oiling method. I often hear people criticize the oiling method and say, oh, so are you telling me you would just magically grow hair from an oil in a bottle? Yes, you will. You will retain length from using the correct oils in a bottle. And the beautiful thing is your hair is always growing. What the oil does, it protects your hair from breaking and drying out. That's the key to retaining length. That's what the magic in the potion is. It prevents your hair from breaking and drying out, and it provides the maximum strength and shield your hair needs to survive while growing. It will help prevent it from breaking. It will keep it sealed and moisturized and hydrated so it will not be breaking. Hence the reason I included the yellow shea butter, because it was processed with a wonderful plant called Borotutu, which provides maximum strength and shield for your hair so your hair would not break easily.